out. So what is actually causing all of this weather? Well, let's go behind the outside source screen because BBC Weather's based here too, and we're going to speak to Stav Danaris, one of our meteorologists. Hi, Stav.
Hi there, Ross.
So, what's causing it?
OK, well, first of all, just highlight what the polar vortex is. And it's actually an area of low pressure, upper level, several miles up in the atmosphere, spinning quite neatly around both the North and the South Pole. Now, occasionally, the polar vortex becomes a little bit distorted, and a piece of it can often break away and move southward. So it's not exactly the polar vortex which is moving south, but the very cold air at the surface of the Arctic, which actually pours southwards underneath it. You see, it's a polar jets, really, which surrounds the poles. As a piece falls out, as you can see here, it allows this this very Arctic cold air to move into lower latitudes.
It's clearly extreme. Is it unprecedented? Can we say that?
It does happen, though. I mean, we get cold snaps all year round. It's not really exclusively, say, a global warming caused phenomenon. They are bound to happen a couple of times a year. But I think what research has found recently is that a warming of the Arctic, because a few people have asked, is this global warming? Yeah. A warming of the Arctic and melting of ice sheets often allows a less stable polar jet stream, which allows this phenomena to happen, to become more distorted, and allows these colder plunges of air from time to time. So we could in the future be seeing more of these events, but it's not completely rare.
And how long are people in the middle of this going to have to put up with it?
Well, I mean, they're pretty used to it, quite hardy, aren't they, in the Midwest United States?
Not sure if they're used to this.
No, this is pretty harsh. They're used to harsh winters, very hot summers and very cold winters, but this is pretty intense. But I mean, we can go back even to the 90s and the 80s, where we had similar events with temperatures down to -20, -30. I mean, last night, Minneapolis, we saw a low of -33 degrees. We'll have to go all the way back to 1888, where we saw its record low of -41. And same too for Chicago, -30 last night. Its actual record low is -33, which was set back in January 1985. So you can see there have been these events quite a long way back. It'll be interesting to see tonight what temperatures we get. We could break the Chicago low, but yeah, like I mentioned, it's a pretty short-lived, because if I just show you this, which is so amazing about America's weather, got temperatures Minneapolis, Chicago, -17. These are day value maxes through Thursday. Notice as we head on into the weekend and we lose that polar vortex, the Arctic air, temperatures incredibly will be in +10, +11 degrees. So it's going to feel balmily warm after what we're experiencing the last few days.
Some respite on the way, and presumably when we're assessing the impact of this weather, it's in part the temperature, but it's in part the wind that defines the experience that people have.
That's right. I mean, we're talking here, these are the minimum temperatures with no wind. Add on the wind chill, which has been incredible in places. You're looking at -50 to -60 Celsius. That's nearly -70 Fahrenheit. So this can freeze exposed skin within minutes. Dangerous stuff.
Appreciate it. Saw one meteorologist in Chicago saying anyone in Chicago, if you can, just simply don't go out. That is the best way of dealing with this cold weather. Thanks very much to Stav. Remember, if you want weather updates on any part of the world, wherever you're watching, you can get that through the BBC News app, which you can download onto Android and Apple phones. I will be back with you in half an hour's time with all the latest on Brexit and Venezuela here on BBC World News. Bye-bye.